Hi and welcome back to this video. In the last video we logged in and we updated the server. So in this video let's log in again, and what you're going to do in this video is we're going to create a new sudo user, and I'm going to use this post. You can find the link in the description below. If I forget to add it, you can just remind me and I will add it. So it's a good practice to create a new user on your server instead of using root. And we can just see if there is any update since the last update. All right, everything is up to date. Now let's start creating the new user, and we're going to add a new user. Add the user. All right, so we need to give the user a password. So you can use a strong password, something with special characters, numbers, symbols, capitals. Just mix them up. Okay, so that's a weak password. Let me try a different password. Retype the password. The new password has been set, the new user has been created. Now what we need to do is we need to add them to the wheel group so that they can have sudo privileges. That way, even if we disable the root user, the user that we're currently creating will still be able to do certain admin functions. So that's what we need to do, and you can just do that. You can do that by modifying the user, and you can use this. Okay, so let's just do that, and then that will be the end of this video. So this is going to add them to the wheel group, and if we add them to the wheel group, they're going to have the sudo privileges. Since we are the root user, we've assumed the role of this, but we can try to log in on a different window. Let me just open up a new tab, and then we're going to SSH into the server and try to log in as the new user. Put in the password that you set. There we go. You can log in as the new user. Let's test if we can use sudo. So let's just try to do sudo update. So this means that you have been added. If you see this message, you've been added successfully to the wheel group, and you can use the sudo command. If you receive any error, that means that you made a mistake somewhere. Just go back and see where you may have made a mistake. So the first time you use sudo, every time you'll always be asked to put your password. So use the password for your user to access the sudo commands. All right, that's it for this video. In this video, you've seen how to create a new user and then add the user to your sudo users. So even if the user is already created, you can just modify the user in the same way that we did here. So you can just use that, and it's going to modify the new user so that they can have this sudo privilege. All right, that's it for this video. I will see you in the next video, and in the next video, let's see how to set up SSH key login. So you can also find that on my site here. And when you come here, we're going to use this article. So you can just search for SSH keys. If you come to my site and you search for SSH keys, you'll see the post that we're going to use. And we're going to use this post to set up our SSH key login. So with this, we will be able to log in without using our password. And then we're going to disable the root user login, and then we're also going to disable password authentication, so that the only way that people can access our server is by using the user that we created, and also by using the keys that we set up, the private keys that we're going to set up. No one will be able to log in using a password because you're going to disable that. And that's a good security feature for your server. So I will see you in that next video when we set up SSH keys. So you can just go ahead and start looking at this post to see what we'll be working with. I will see you in the next post.